In this video, you're going to learn what it means to compete with a calm mindset and why it's so important for you to have a calm mindset as an athlete. Hey there, I'm Eli Straw, mental performance coach and the founder of SuccessStartsWithin.com. Now before we get into the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're an athlete looking to improve your mental game. I put out new videos each day on sports psychology and mental training. I was talking with one of the athletes that I work with the other day, and we were discussing this idea of a calm mindset. And he was saying that he actually had a little pushback in terms of a calm mindset, because how do you compete with a calm mindset if you also want to compete with that killer mindset where you're trying to go out there and dominate and just have a little bit more of a ferocious mindset? And so I realized that, yeah, there can be some confusion in terms of a calm mindset. Because when I say a calm mindset, I don't mean a dull mindset. I don't mean a mindset where you don't care if you win. I mean a calm mindset in terms of a still mindset. So an analogy that I like to use is a boat on the ocean. Whenever you have a boat on the ocean and the ocean is nice and calm, it's going to be easier for you to control where the boat goes. But when the ocean is not calm, so there are waves thrashing about, right, really heavy winds, it's going to be more difficult for you to control the boat. It's very similar to your mindset. When your mind is calm, meaning it's nice and still, there aren't a whole lot of waves rushing through, it's a lot easier for you to control your attention and for you to choose what you want to focus on. But when your mind isn't calm, so there are a bunch of waves going all over the place and wind is howling, so in this case, it'll be your thoughts, right? You have a lot of racing thoughts, you can't control your mind, then it's going to be very difficult for you to determine what you want to focus on and really center your attention during a competition. So when I say you want to compete with a calm mind, this means that you want to compete with a still mind. So think that nice, easy ocean, because from there, you get to choose what you're going to focus on. There you get to choose what kind of thoughts you want to have. From a calm and still mind, you get to choose how you want to feel and the emotional state that you're in when you compete. So just because you have a calm mind doesn't mean you can't also have a mind that's focused on dominating the competition. In fact, you're going to dominate the competition more if this comes from a calm and still mind because you don't have a bunch of racing thoughts going through your head. So whenever we're talking about a calm mind, it really has to do with how clear your mind is. So maybe I should say a clear mind is a focused mind instead of a calm mind is a focused mind. But I think what really helps is imagining your mind like that ocean, right? You want a nice and still ocean so that you can control the boat and determine where it goes. And the boat is your attention, your focus, and you want to determine where it's going to go during a game. Now, when you do develop this calm mindset, that's going to lead to increased focus, improved confidence, decreased fear and anxiety, a more relaxed body, and then also you're going to have improved self-talk. All of those benefits are going to then lead to greater levels of performance. And so one of the ones that might stand out to you is this idea of a more relaxed body. And I don't mean a relaxed body. Once again, it's not one that's dull. It's not one that's kind of standing back on the heels and saying, I don't care what happens. It's a relaxed body because when you're relaxed, you're going to be faster. You're going to be quicker. You're going to react quicker. I remember one of my baseball coaches always used to say that a relaxed hitter is a dangerous hitter, but a tense hitter is one that you can get out easily. Because when you're relaxed, you're going to react that much quicker. No matter what sport you're in, you want to be nice and relaxed so that you can move quickly. And in that quickness, that's where you're really going to find your strength. So how do you actually go about building this calm mindset and getting yourself to a state where you can start a game with that nice stillness and then decide how you want to direct your attention? Well, there are two ways that I really like to use in terms of working with athletes. One is going to be working on kind of building this calm mindset on a daily basis. And then the other one is a pre-game exercise that you can use to calm your mind as you go into a game. So when you're wanting to train your mind on a daily basis, my favorite tool is mindfulness meditation. This is a practice of sitting down for maybe 5 to 10 minutes a day, closing your eyes, and just simply focusing on your breath. Now, as you focus on your breath and you take nice deep breaths, what's going to happen is you're going to have some thoughts. You're going to think about what you want to do at practice. You're going to think about the game you just had. You might think about some schoolwork. You might think about what you have to do at work. You might think about your girlfriend or boyfriend. You might think about anything. But the goal is to be focused on your breathing. And so the reason that this works to build this calm mindset is because it improves your ability to notice a thought and recenter your attention. And the more you do that, the less that these thoughts are going to impact you. So then when you go into a game, the calmer your mind is going to be because the more focused you are on the present moment. So when you're performing this mindfulness meditation and you notice yourself beginning to think about anything else besides your breath, all you want to do is notice that and then bring your attention back onto your breathing. It's as simple as that. And the reason that I say maybe start with about 5 minutes a day is because you don't want to overwhelm yourself. And if you're a younger athlete, I would recommend even starting smaller, maybe just about 2 minutes a day. But the more comfortable you get, then you can move to 10 minutes. Then you can move to 15 minutes. And then when you're getting really comfortable, you can move to 20 minutes. That's a very powerful way for you to begin training this calm mindset on a daily basis. Now, right before a game begins, what's an exercise that you can do to really take control of your mind and take control of your thinking? Well, it's going to be by applying a self-talk routine. Whenever you don't have a calm mindset, what's happening? You have all sorts of thoughts just racing through your head. So, if we can get you to really focus on choosing what you want to think, that then calms your mind because it reduces the focus and attention you're giving to all of these racing thoughts. And a self-talk routine really helps because a self-talk routine is going to be something that you have deliberately chosen. For example, you might choose that you want to repeat the statements, I believe in myself, I know I'm a great player, I can't wait to perform. Now, those are going to work because number one, they're going to increase your confidence and they're going to increase your motivation to go compete. But also, whenever we're talking about a calm mindset, the real benefit of using a self-talk routine is that it is controlling your attention. If you are forcing yourself to think these 3 or 4 statements over and over again as you're going into the game, you're not going to then have your mind wander onto all of these distracting thoughts, all of these racing thoughts that really are what create that non-calm mindset that you don't want to have going into a game. So what you want to do with your self-talk routine is you want to think about, what would I like to say to myself? What would I like to be thinking as I go into a game? You want to really make this geared towards building your confidence, calming yourself down, making you feel more motivated, making you feel more excited to compete. And then what you want to do is begin repeating them to yourself every day. Because if you don't have a calm mind going into a game, it's going to be very difficult for you to remember these statements. So you want to work as hard as you can to memorize them. The more memorized you have them, the easier they're going to be to remember, and so it's going to be a lot easier to actually apply them during a game. And you can create as many self-talk statements as you want, but if you don't apply them during a game, they're not going to help. So those are the 2 ways you can work on building a calmer mindset as you go into a game. On a daily basis, you want to be practicing some mindfulness meditation. Then you want to create yourself a self-talk routine, get those statements memorized, and then apply them as you go into a game. Thank you for watching, and I wish you the best of success in all that you do. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. We put out new videos each week on sports psychology and mental training. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you're interested in learning more about one-on-one mental performance coaching, head over to successstartswithin.com.